beloveds. Hello, this is my first time going live on my new laptop. Hello, beloveds. I am so excited to be playing with you. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, I see. This got smaller, but my ego is still extra large, so that's all that matters. Hello, beloveds. Oh my goodness. What a friggin' treat to be here with you. Oh wait, now it froze. Oh no, I'm back. Okay, so I don't know if you know, I looked up what was happening in terms of people having posts that, you know, where it was listed that it was spam or whatever. Now it's freezing a little bit, so who knows? It could be the internet. But some people get that, and lives are mistaken by the bots sometimes for spam. And let me tell you, spam I not am. Listen, I just love you so much. What this is such a joy, because the type of feedback that I'm getting from people, this is what matters, especially at this time, is that we are able to stay in our love zone, in our truth. So what I have to share with you is something that I wish had saved me time and money, you know, decades ago, but it wasn't out there. And to be honest, everything perfect divine timing. If I hadn't gone through every little smidgeroo of life that I experienced, I wouldn't be here with you now. I wouldn't be as full of it. I wouldn't have the wisdom I now have. None of us would. So everything is perfect. Everything is workable. There is a solution to everything. And oh, I'm so happy to be playing with you. I can feel y'all. I can feel you. What I must say is, what has really served me is being able to stay connected to my breath and humming when I am out there in the world. In here, it's easier, right? When we are, oh, hello, beloveds. When we are out there in the world and, you know, you're waiting for an elevator and it's taking forever and somebody is jumping in and giving you, you know, I don't know what, you know, just kind of attitude or whatever. The most important thing is, as you all know, that we are able to stay in integrity in the love that we are. Hello, beloveds. And, oh, John Williams, Love Warrior. Yay, Love Warrior Trey Fry. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you, darling. And today on the Funway Runway, I have to tell you, this is so exciting for me to share. I'm so happy to be playing that little love sandbox with everyone. What really came to me strongly is, decades ago, if I'd known about clearing my chakras, cleaning them while I am out there in the world, while I'm driving, while I'm, like I said, waiting for an elevator, getting that phone call, any of that stuff, that's where it's at. And it's so easy to do. There's so many genius sharers of, you know, how to activate your pineal gland, like Joe Dispenza is so great. And, you know, I've been studying energy medicine for quite a few years now. You know, you've got, you know, Judith Blackstone, who John Williams, Love Warrior, initially told me about. And then you have, you know, Sue Morter. And I mean, I can name drop. You would think, oh, she's so well studied. And they're all, and I mean it. I'm so thankful. One thing that hasn't arrived on the doorstep of my knowledge is how to activate that wisdom in a pinch when life happens. And it does, and that's a good thing. So I have a super easy way. Are you ready? First of all, we got to keep cleaning the chakras, right? So, you know, I come from intergenerational trauma, like many of us do. You know, my parents were survivors, and who knows how many generations back that is stuck in our subconscious and our fascia. And so we need to clean it out so that we can be the best and the highest and live in the integrity that we are. So it's so easy to do. Okay, so you know, we have so many chakras. The root chakra carries a lot of, you know, intergenerational trauma and war and those kinds of things, right? And then we have the sacral chakra, where a lot of our insecurities reside, self-esteem issues, and then of course the solar plexus. Hello, who had digestive issues? TMI? I don't think so. And so, you know, I'm all about let's not suffer. Call me crazy. Hello, Danny McKiley came on. Yay, love love warrior. Oh, it's so good to be here with you. So good to feel all of you. How are you, John Williams? What is it that you would like to focus on with love intention? Because we're just about to go into from it, because I'm Franny, and I lead with a combination of breath, love consciousness, as many of you know, whether you're watching the replay or you're on the live, and humming. So it is so easy to take control of your emotions, of your frequencies when life happens, right? Let's say you're, by the elevator and some schmuckadoodle comes there and is like complaining. I saw this on the news. My blah, blah, blah is staying with me and and so you don't want to take it on. Well, you can do all kinds of things. You can hum in your head. You can hum out loud. You can do all of that. But a great way to stay in integrity, like let's say, that happens, or you're in the car and somebody cuts you off, you're driving, you breathe into your chakras, because you want to keep this clean. You want to keep this clear. And it's so easy. The best way to remind yourself how to do that is to put a little tension in your body, so you don't have tension out there. You don't give them the, why'd you cut me off? Oh, yeah, I wasn't doing Tai Chi. You can keep that tension in your body easily, so you remember to breathe up and down what I call the love trunk, which is where our chakras reside. So there's something in yoga that many of you know called bandhas, and basically all that means is a lock, where you put kind of a lock in your body so that you can send the energy upwards away from gravity. And there's a well-known Mula Bandha, which is right in between your and your anus and your bish. There's an area, and if you put a little I'm not talking about you're not walking around like no, just a little bit of tension, right? You keep that in there, and you keep your angel wings back, because we're all angels, my babes, just pretending to be human. Put your angel wings back and your shoulders down, so you're not breathing into your upper registry. You don't want to be, initiating fight or flight, and you want ultimately the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system to interweave and be as one. So once again, practices, and this is just like doing reps. Listen, man, woman, you got to do reps at the gym, right? If you want big buff, you want to be buff like me. Everything is practice. So let us be kind and gentle to ourselves. But if you can practice just squeezing a little bit, women call it Kegels. Kegels are fast, where you kind of like you're working those muscles. But if you Mula Bandha, which is the perineum area here, right in between your anus and your schmickle, and you give it a little tension, and whether you're driving, you have a little bit of that. Whether you're walking to the elevator, it'll keep you walking nice and erect the way dancers do. Shoulders are down, your chest is up, and so you've got a little tension here. Why? So that when life happens, when you get that phone call, you get that text, you remember, oh, I got a little tension going on here. I don't need to be reactive from my lower brain, primitive brain centers. You have a little bit of this, and all right away, you breathe into the belly like babies do, like we used to, beloveds. So you got a little bit of that tension going on. You're riding your bike like Love Warrior John Williams is in Toronto, maestro athlete and wordsmith. Okay, you're on your bike, you got a little bit of that going on. Somebody zing goes by really fast, so you right away, you're breathing into the body, you're breathing up what I call the love trunk, right? Through all your chakras. Sometimes you don't have time to think about, oh, I want to bring this breath up from Mother Earth, which ultimately is the most rooted way that you can do it. But you just breathe into your belly, your root chakra, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus. You breathe up, and breathe down. And if you try to remind yourself to keep doing that for the majority of your day, whatever you're doing, just like regular breathing, except you're cleaning your chakras so that you don't get reactive, because we have so much emotion, and some of it doesn't even belong to us. It's intergenerational. It's, from our great-great-great-great-great-grandmothers, great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfathers. So clearing it out with breath. It is the fastest and most powerful way to stay in the love that you are, especially at a time such as now when there is a lot going on. And this whole fucking idea about division, you and I both know, it is not true. We're all one love. Let us stay in our bodies, stay in our chakra love trunk, and if possible, the very bestest thing you can do is if you breathe up and hum down. Why? Humming releases 15 to 24 times more nitrous oxide than regular nose exhalation. But at the very least, beloveds, if you just breathe up and down the love trunk, then you're humming. Oh yes, hello beloveds. I like humming in my palm, says Love Warrior John Williams. The screen is very wide, looks good, says Love Warrior Danny Mikhaili. Well, I'm glad to hear it, because you know every girl likes a wide screen. Okay, clean out the chakra kaka. Yes, exactly, Love Warrior John Williams. And let's see what's going on here. Do we still have Trey Fry? So, do you understand? Is it clear, boys and girls, what I'm talking about? Mula Bandha, which is it's root lock. So your root chakra, you're locking it in. Does that make sense? Can you type back and tell me if I'm being clear with Mula Bandha? And don't make fun of jokes. This is something that can really help your anxiety, your stress levels, your KAKA-POOPOO. Listen, I was really stuck at points in my life, and those of you who've read my memoir and you know seen a lot of my work over the years know that I've shared it very publicly, and I'm so happy that I have been able to navigate it. But if I'd known this, if I'd known that if I could just have a little tension in certain areas of my body so my breath could move freely, so I could remind myself to get out of my head, to get out of my primitive brain, so that I could bring the breath up past the primitive brain into the higher brain center, and so that all the 50 billion bits of information that are coming into us, by the way, at a gazillionth of a second, and that is the actual scientific amount of time, let me tell you, they could come in. Otherwise, you know what happens? If you're feeling stress, whether secretly or publicly, if you're feeling this in your body, your genius operator, the phone doesn't ring. That, you know, because we're what? Magnetic. We're magnetic. You can do all the law of attraction affirmations you want and all that, you know, good stuff, and it's good and it does help, but you will not allow in the big things. And I have to say, not to show off, but I've been able to manifest some pretty spectacular, and we all have. Don't you want more, huh? Don't you want more of this incarnation? So the way to do that, because all of this is coming in from the unified field, which most of us is still there. Most of us is, only a small part of us came into our beautiful meat suits. Most of us is still there. So all this information is coming in from the unified field, which is, yes, part of us. And it's going to just hit us here in the solar plexus and not come up our beautiful love trunk past all of our gunk. If there's too much gunk, it can't get by. So that's why we need to keep cleaning it out. Now, this is not something you were taught in kindergarten, huh? One day they will, because, you know, we are frequency, and breath is the first thing that we took when we came into our blessed bodies. And humming is thousands of years old, and it's getting quite popular now, which is really making me smile, because it came to me as a result of me meditating, asking what is the simplest on-the-go modality I can share with clients and beloveds that will help us self-soothe. Because sitting and meditating, doing yoga, working out, painting, all these things are genius. However, what happens when we're out there? What happens in a moment when we're triggered? When that old stuff, and yes, breath work is great, and I do lead workshops that are a combination of breath work and humming, and you do get rid of a lot of subconscious crap. Still, we're human, right? And we have centuries of information in our electrical circuitry. So that is what we need to stay on top of. If you don't need to do it. But if you want to allow in more of the joy that you are, more more of the fun that you are, more of the goodness. This is the way to do it. So why don't you from with me? So just shut up and from, Franny. And if anybody wants to text anyone and let them know that we're doing this together, because, you know, this is a time in the world where people are so full of uncertainty and blame, shame, fear, any of that crap. It's old. It makes us appear old, and you know, all of that is just such nonsense. We're one love. So the way to know that who you are, if you remember who you are, it's by knowing how powerful you are and that you can navigate any kaka-poo-poo that life throws. And we'll be attracting way less of that the more we do this work. So it's truly irrelevant what anyone else thinks of us. If they see us breathing and humming, you can just say, I'm just taking a big breath and I love humming and I love this song, or I'm a humming-aholic, or I have humming Tourette's. So here we go. You ready? Are you ready, beloveds? Is there anybody out? Is there anybody out there? Clean out the chakra kaka. Yes, yes. Clear, says Trey Fry, Love Warrior. Clean out the chakra kaka, says Love Warrior John Williams. Breath is the most intimate connection to Mother Earth. Yes, exactly. It's the first thing we did when we walked on. So let's do it together. All right, so remember, Mula Bandha is the perineum. The perennial? You're perennial. It's the perineum. Okay, whatever. It's that area right between your anus and your schmookie, okay? And you don't want to, but you want to hold it. And so if you walk through your day and you remember, oh, I got to hold my Mula Bandha. It's called Mula Bandha. It's your perineum. Mula Bandha, root lock, because this is your root chakra. So you're holding it just a little bit. Again, you're not, you don't want to look like you're, you know, just about to drive your car into a wall. But, and then, okay, so you're holding it and you're holding your shoulders down, your angel wings back. You have tension in your body. Therefore, you will not want to create tension out there. If somebody comes at you with something and makes you feel like you want to be defensive, you hold this area, you've got this going, you breathe up and you breathe down. And if possible, you breathe up and you hum. And we're going to do the simple version and then a longer one. Are you ready? I hope so. Okay, here we go. So let's say somebody said, Franny, I hate the way you look today. Or, Franny, this is so goofy. Why do you do these live streams? I don't understand. You're just looking for attention. All right. And so let's say I was triggered by that. Like I used to feel a lot of, I couldn't digest life because of my protection. I'm not going to get, no, I don't need you to feel sorry for me. I'm so happy in my whole life. I turned it into, you know, art and successful art. So everything is a gift. Everything is work out ball. Everything is, we're here for the joy, beloveds, and I'm so thrilled to have you on my live stream. So whatever it is, got the root lock going, right? Got a little bit of tension here. Got a little bit of tension, shoulders down, angel wings back, all right? So here we go. This is called frumming, a combination of breath work, love consciousness, and humming. Right in the chat if there is something you want to send this energy to, whether it is a younger version of you that you want to love, and let that person who is that being, that energy is always with you. That doesn't go away, you know. The little part, little Franny is always here. Little Danny, little Trey, little John is always there. If you want to let that little part of you, so we can integrate all of our chakras so that our whole system, our electrical circuitry is integrated, and then you are so fucking super powerful, you have no idea. Yes, that fucking, and by the way, if you want to judge me, because every now and then I might like throw in a little F-bomb or be silly, please, I'd like to ask that you look at frequency. And I'm coming from a pretty good place most of the time, you know what I mean, as long as I'm connected. Words are irrelevant. It really comes down, I mean, yes, of course, they're higher frequency and this and that, but a lot of times people will pretend to act a certain way and say certain things, and you know very well, and there's a big disconnect. So please know that I like to be playful, and I like to give permission to you, my beloved love family, not to care what other people think of you. I have developed a very bad case of I don't give a shit-itis. And it took me decades. I was frozen. I was paralyzed. So now we're going to loosen it up. We got the root lock going on, right? Your perineum, root lock, right? It's Mula Bandha. You can look it up. It's an ancient East Indian yoga practice. Mula Bandha, so you're holding a little bit. Your shoulders are down. Your angel wings, you got that going on, right? So you walk like this. It doesn't feel too shabby, kids. Walk like this, all right? And so you're in the car and somebody cuts you off. You breathe into the belly. You breathe into your root chakra. Take another belly breath. Keep taking breaths while I'm talking. Take another belly breath into your sacral chakra. Take another belly breath into your solar plexus. Always from here, never from up here. We don't want to activate fight or flight. Another belly breath into your lower ribs. Another belly breath into all the organs. Just keep going up. Somebody is driving you nuts. Maybe they're right next to you. They've opened their window. They're giving you the finger. Look at them. Belly breath and come from up. Feel the breath in your heart chakra. Just send them love or don't. Don't even look. Belly breath up, 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 and out the crown of your head. So you want to keep your focus on driving, but you've got a breath that already went up, and now you breathe down. So you're cleaning out the chakras, and always from here. Another belly breath, back down through the crown of your head, through all your chakras, belly breath. And this is what I call the love trunk. Keep it, it's like cleaning house, it's like dusting the gunk. Keep the belly breath going. Down into Mother Earth. And if you do that 3 times while there's somebody next to you trying to get your goat, no goat will be gotten, baby. Now, in a perfect world, once you really get this done, you can practice this all day because you don't need an incident to do this chakra clearing. This is what allows you to receive. Oh my goodness, all of a sudden you get that phone call. All of a sudden, you know, somebody who is going to hire you for something, hires you for something way, way, way beyond your wildest dreams. So if you breathe up your love trunk, and when you're breathing down, you're humming, right? Humming, which releases 15 to 24 times more nitrous oxide from your pineal gland than regular nose exhalation. It will superpower this situation. So let's try it once. All right, beloveds. Okay, once again, you're in the car. Somebody next to you just tried to cut you off and then blamed you for it and is looking at you. And by the way, I don't have that law of attraction fear that if I talk about it's going to happen, because it's all about how magnificent we are and what we're attracting because of the fact that we're magnetic. So this is not going to, it's just perfect. It's just a story. We're not our stories. All right. So not attached. Someone's next to me, okay, they cut me off and I'm a little jostled. You feel that. So when you feel that frequency, that trigger, right? And that is just old stuff. It's you being disconnected. Instead of blaming, instead of giving somebody the toe, you're sitting there, you breathe into your belly, you see them, they're right next to you, right? Maybe, or they're honking at you. You breathe into your belly, you breathe into your root chakra. Another belly breath, always belly, shoulders down, and angel wings back. Another belly breath into your sacral chakra. Another belly breath into your solar plexus. So you're going to go up here. Belly breath up through all of your beautiful digestive organs, your skin. Belly breath, keep going up. You're looking, you're making sure everything is good, but you feel your breath and you have your Mula Bandha just contracted a little bit. So you feel, you've got a little bit of tension in your body. There's stress here. When you have a little stress, and I'm talking about workable stress, doable stress that you are controlling, just a little bit of tension. You do not want to put tension out there in the world. You don't want to put crap out there because you know you got it. You got it. We got this thing together, my beloved love family. So you just breathe up. You breathe up. You breathe up and you breathe up and out through the crown of your head. And now let's hum down. Hum. This is my mime. This is why I majored in university in theater. You can see the genius Marcel Marceau-ness of it all. So as if you can feel like you're going down a love elevator through your chakras. Another belly breath. And if you do that a few times, you're going to forget that somebody was even bugging you. stuff is going on in the world. There is so much ridiculous division and blaming and nastiness. This is the time for us to not get involved in that. I'm not saying people don't need to be accountable. We all do, myself included. But let's not got cut up in the gook and the drama and the schmuck. You know, what is the point? This is the time when you're feeling triggered, like you read something or you see something or somebody tells you or somebody's worried. If somebody's worried, Mula Bandha, root chakra, hold that area, your perineum, hold a little tension in there. Breathe in your belly. Breathe up. Up. Another belly breath. Breathe bigger than your body. Breathe all the way to Nigeria. Breathe all the way. Take another, always in the belly. Another belly breath all the way to all the animals in Nigeria. A belly breath to Australia, to my new pal who just contacted me from Australia. Another belly breath all the way to Kanakistan, Canada, where I'm originally from a long time ago. Belly breath to China. A belly breath to Korea. A belly breath to Japan. A belly breath bigger than your body. A belly breath into all your organs. Another always from the belly. Belly breath, the way that babies breathe. Another belly breath, ooh, into India. Another belly breath, so your heart, your giblets, your lungs, your liver, your spleen. Belly breath into all of your sexual, spiritual organs. They are your spectual organs. Bye-bye, pornography. See you later. We are so friggin' powerful with our powerful with our sexual spirit. We're spiritual and sexual. How do you think we were co-created with the unified field of love and mama and papa? You know what I mean? It is a beautiful thing. Let's reclaim the love and the power that we are. Belly breath, up, into our shoulders and our breast tissue, through all of our skin, the biggest organ, and down our arms, our elbows, our beautiful mobile elbows, our expressive, pliable, wrists, hands, and out our gorgeous fingers. Another belly breath into the larynx, the pharynx, up your upper back. A belly breath into the back of your teeth. A belly breath into the front of your teeth and the smile. Let your smile light up the cosmos. And anyone who is feeling like they're in blame, shame, fear, I'm not saying stick around if you feel at all threatened, but let's be the lighthouse. A belly breath into our ear canals. A belly breath in the back of our skull. Another belly breath. And keep taking belly breaths even when I'm talking, my beloved love family. A belly breath into the nostrils. A belly breath into the backs of your eyes, the light in your eyes. If you look in the mirror, you can see the light. That is your lighthouse, baby. The eyes are the windows to the soul. Don't always look to see what's going on, the external level. We're energy. We're powerful. Belly breath into your third eye, pineal gland. Yeah, baby. Let's light it up. Belly breath into our eyebrows, scratch your marks. Belly breath into our forehead, and belly breath into both lobes of the brain and the connective tissue. And a belly breath out the crown of the head. Now we're up there. Okay, so I love bringing heaven earth. This is a longer version of frumming. I did the short one earlier, which you can always walk around with Mula Bandha. So you have your perineum, that area between, if those of you who are coming on watching the replay, that area between your anus and your schmookie, a little bit just held, not like, you're not walking around like, Charlie Chaplin, okay? Just a little bit. Why? Because if we put a little tension in two areas of our body, shoulders down, chest up a little, angel wings back, and root lock, which is ancient. Mula Bandha is ancient yogic term. There are Mula Bandhas are locks, energetic locks of the body, which force the energy to come up towards your crown. So it's against gravity. So if we have two locks in the body, then we have room to have our breath, our oxygen flowing, all of the wonderful humming, which releases 50. It's the best vasodilator in the world if you want to self-regulate. Anti-inflammatory, anti-parasitic, and uncle parasitic too. Okay, so we're going to do one more, up and down, the love elevator, but this takes practice. And it is easy once you go. Listen, if Tony Robbins can get people to walk in hot coals so that they can focus, if, you know, there are so many genius, if people walk into, you jump into an ice bath every morning, those are reasons people utilize so that they can say to their lower selves, sit there like a dog and listen to me. So this is us saying to the beauty that we are, sit there and listen. I'm going to just lock very gently 2 areas of my body so that I can have breath flowing, and I'm going to remember to do that all day long, so that, you know, and by the way, it's excellent for your posture, so that if something should rattle me, if something should annoy me, if I start feeling tired even, if my energy is going below where I'm connected to the best and the highest, and I'm stopping the flow of love energy coming in, it will be easy for me to remember to breathe up and down what I call the love elevator, the love trunk, the central part of our body where all of our chakras are. Otherwise, we miss opportunities. The energy coming in bounces off. It first hits us here because there's a brain in the gut. All of those 50 billion bits of energy that are coming in every trillionth of a second will not rise up through all the chakras and get past the primitive brain into our higher brain centers. It'll bounce off. And, you know, that's why a lot of times what it is that we want to allow and achieve in this incarnation. And yes, of course, we're eternal beloveds. This is not bad news. I'm just saying, why wait? Let's speed the process, shall we? Okay, so we're going to do one more. All right. Oh, Jeff Utter, this is amazing. Oh, bless you so much, Jeff Utter. It's so good to feel you all the way from California. I love you. I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, says Trey Fry. Oh, you are so inspirational. Bless you, Trey. So, Trey, Love King, do you have any questions? Let us, you know, if you do, great, and if not, I just want to ask you all, we are stronger together, and so this energy is being magnified, and that's a beautiful thing. Globally, galactically, you know, this is a time when so much is being revealed, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And so if we can just stand, I'm going to ask that we put into our bodies, our souls, and our hearts, and our minds, and even our earlobes, we feel love. Just feel it, because it's already done for the whole global family, the galactic family. I feel so much resolution. I feel a lot of, you know, in my workshops where I do this long form, there are a lot of tears, and sometimes people scream. And if you're interested in joining my private long form groups, text me privately. I have a waiting list now. I don't have time right now. I've got too many going, but I will add it. And it's a wonderful release. It's like breath work, but with less contraindications, because it's humming, which is so self-soothing, plus breath work, plus love intention. So my ask is my love intention with this next and final throw, because I'm Franny, and this is a combination of humming plus love intention plus breathing. My ask is that we feel, we send out, we image in, because it's all imagination. Everything we're creating, beloveds, you know it. We can feel our beautiful world. All of these divisions, it is perfectly fine that people have differences of opinion as long as nobody is hurting another. Okie dokie. So instead of screaming and yelling and putting people down, can we please just fucking grow up? All right. And my prayer, my biggest prayer is that I grow up. And one of the best ways I know how to do that and be the lighthouse is so holding in your perineum, in between your anus and your shmoogalaboo. You're holding a little tension. It's called Mula Bandha. It's an ancient East Indian bandha, which means root lock, because it's your root chakra, right? Root, sacral, solar plexus, and so on. And we're going to do that all day long, whether you're sitting, whether you're at home, just a little bit. And you're holding your shoulders down, which is good, not good for you to slouch. And by the way, people who have been really traumatized and haven't released it, you'll often see them bent over, That's not just a spinal issue. You know, yeah, of course, some people get into that, but there's a reason we attract certain incidents where there is vulnerability and weakness. The body wants to release. Our body is so genius. So you're holding that area. You're holding Mula Bandha, root lock. You can look it up after. Shoulders down, your angel wings back just a little bit because we're all angels just pretending to be human. We just forgot we're angels. So you're walking around. You're driving, you're studying, you're at your desk. Remind yourself, it's like doing reps at the gym. It might take a few times, but remind yourself, hold here, little hold here. And if you're feeling tired when you're studying, if you get that phone call from the annoying, if you see something, you know, on TV, if somebody is, you know, stalking you in traffic, or if you're around somebody, if they're smelly, if there's whatever, you're smelly. It's okay if you're smelly. But if it's just something that's really bothering you, remember who you are and whose you are. We are all part of the universal field of love. We are unified love, baby. You and me, whether you call it God, Goddess, the schnitzel maker on Rambo's donkey, up somebody's kazoo in flighty times on a muffin. Like, we're all a unified field of love. Doesn't matter what we call it. So we're going to do one more from. I'm so glad you're benefiting. I want to toast you with my grasshopper teeny. Just a few grasshoppers in a blender. No. This is chlorophyll water, so good for you. Very anti-acidic and uncle-acidic, okay? Just to be politically correct, don't smoke me. All right, so Mula Bandha, you know what that means. So you're holding it here, shoulders down, this. Wherever you are, try to remember. Mula Bandha, shoulders down, angel wings back. So you've got a little tension in your body, and the rest can just fuck off. They can just go fuck themselves. Go and enjoy fighting. Enjoy fighting, because I'm not participating. I'm sending you love. Motherfucker. Okay, here we go. Wow. This is really gotta have, and I want to just humbly say, well, not so humbly, let us be playful. Let's not take ourselves so seriously. We have got to allow the inner child in you and me and all of us to be there. And the whole thing about caring so much what other people are thinking of us, well, that's a whole other video. But the systemic shame in our society, we need to release it now. It was never ours to begin with. We do not come from sin. We're not sinners, okay? So, breathing into the belly, root lock. Okay, now we're going to do a from, up from Mother Earth. Up from Mother Earth, through our strong, beautiful feet, our gorgeous feet. Can you see my feet? I'm on the laptop, so it's a bit hard. Up through the feet, up through, okay, your heels. Is it fun to be able to move in your feet? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, love. Thank you, God, thank you, Goddessa, for my energy, my feet. Another breath from Mother Earth into your ankles. Another breath into your strong, juicy calves and your pliable knees. Belly breath into your thighs. Ooh, yeah, they get you where you're going. Belly breath into your hips. A belly breath into your sexual, spiritual organs. A belly breath into your root chakra. And that's where we hold a lot of intergenerational trauma. You see, this is cleaning up what isn't even from this incarnation. You don't have to know. If you're feeling emotional, if you're feeling like angry, if you're laughing your ass off, everything is a release. You don't have to know the trauma. You don't have to remember if you went through anything. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. It doesn't serve us to hold on to those lower frequencies. Belly breath into the, ooh yeah, sacral chakra. Now, self-esteem, right? If you went through something, and we made these decisions, I believe, before we incarnated, so it's not horrific that we went through, that we experienced. Only what matters is our story about it. Did we learn? Is it something we can use to expand who we are, to expand the love that we are? Is it something, or do we need to, do you know, what's his name? Nick Vujicic. I know I'm mispronouncing his name. He's no longer with us in physical, but I feel him. He was this genius Australian speaker. He didn't have any arms and legs. Adorable. Ended up marrying able, whatever you call a able, normal-bodied person, whatever, I don't mean any disrespect, had children. Genius. So we can do it all. It doesn't matter what we've been through. And many of you have read my memoir. I have a traditionally published memoir, yada, 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 traditionally published place. All of those things, and it's great. But I was stuck in my story, even when I was sharing a secret that I was told would get me and my family killed. It freed me to a point, but we are not our story. We are frequency, so let us keep going up. Belly breath. Into our back. Belly breath into our ribs. Belly breath into bigger than the front ribs. Belly breath bigger than our body all the way to all across America. Belly breath to every state, every tree, every fish, every cat, every dog, every sardine in America and in Sardinia. A belly breath to Canada, to my beloved biological family and my beautiful friends, including Love Warrior John Williams in Toronto, Canada, and to the polar bears. Belly breath to the Yupik, so you can never oxygenate too much, right? A belly breath all the way to Yugoslavia. A belly breath to Slovenia. A belly breath bigger than your body. One more belly breath to Tasmania, to Tammy in Tasmania, who I heard from today, who came on to my live stream. So much love to you, darling Tammy from Tasmania, Australia. And now, belly breath, always belly breath. So you got your shoulders in, you're not activating fight or flight. What we do is we're actually bringing together the sympathetic and the parasympathetic, nervous system. So they're entwined. But if you breathe from up here, from your upper lung registry, which is not how we breathe when we were babies, boys and girls. Hello, beloveds. I see that it's populating. That's fight or flight. Those are the lower frequencies. So always breathing from here. So you got Mulabana. Keep that going a little bit, just a little bit. So you've got the tension. It's like you got the framework for the love elevator, up and down. I'm going to just keep repeating this, kids, because repetition is how we get things into our system so it becomes automatic. So another belly breath into our breast tissue, into our back. Belly breath into our skin, our beautiful skin that covers our gorgeous meat ensembles. A belly breath into our shoulders. Belly breath into our upper arms. Another belly breath into our elbows. Yeah, baby. A belly breath into our lower arms, our wrists and our fingies, and out our beautiful fingers. I know people are texting me. I love you all so much. And people who are on incognito, I still love you so much. I know the belly, I know I'm with gibberish. Pharynx, belly breath into, oh yeah, your pharynx, your larynx, the back of your teeth, your ear canals, the back of your skull. A belly breath into your smile, let it radiate. We are here to bounce off each other, to intertwine with our gorgeous electrical circuitry. Do you know scientists have created a machine which measures all of our circuitry, all of the chakras, because our human eyes can only see 1% of the energy from and it is now science. Check it out. Don't take my word for it. I'm not a doctor or scientist. But I have, looked into it. And every physical issue has to do ultimately with a lack of what? Being aligned with our chakra circuitry. Yes, of course, there's environment, there's food and all that. I'm not saying, but it's ultimately we can clean it out so much by aligning how we deal with things. And then, of course, it gets better and better when we are doing the work. So, Mula Bandha, so you still have this going on the whole time I'm blabbing. I am blabbing. Another belly breath. Okay, so we're in our skull, we're in our nose, we're in our belly breath into the lights behind your eyes. A belly breath into your gorgeous eyelashes, your middle eye. A belly breath into your forehead. And a belly breath out the skull. Now, I like to bring heaven to earth by connecting to non-physical. Only the best, the highest, and the grooviest of people. My darling friend Kenny is my oldest friend in the world who transitioned now, I guess, about a year ago, and I saw a picture of him yesterday, and he's so here. And that's another thing. We are so connected. I love to bring in Robin Williams Energy, who I had the great pleasure of meeting backstage when I was performing in Vancouver. And we're going to bring in belly breath. We're going to, through humming, which activates 50 to 24 times more nitrous oxide from the pineal gland than regular nose exhalations. We're going to hum down what I call the love trunk. Think of it as an elevator of love that goes up and down. And you do this all day long, your life will be even better than it already is, let me tell you. And especially if something is annoying you or you're tired. So, belly breath, and I'm bringing down Robin Williams Energy, my friend Kenny. I'm going to bring down any of the energy that's going to serve me, but only the best and the highest. Only love energy, only goodness, only genius from my mother, my grandmother, my great-great-grandmother, my great-great-great-grandmother, my father, my grandfather, my great-grandfather, great-great-great-grandfather. If you have children, if you have friends that have transitioned, if nieces, nephews, aunts, uncles, great-aunts, great-great-great-aunts, great-uncles, great-great, anybody that you want to bring down, any being, past or present, any energy that you want, and we all have free will, so this is not imposed. This is, I just feel it's, why waste a good opportunity? You know what I mean? We can always learn. So bringing down heaven, earth through the chakra, our crown chakra. Here we go. And breathing into belly. Shoulders are down. Angel wings are back. Mula Bandha. So you've got a little tension in your perineum. Belly breath in. Another belly breath. Clear it out. It's like dusting. Through all your organs. Another belly breath, and we're going to go all the way down to Mother Earth. One more belly breath and hum down your hips, your legs. Enjoy this frequency. It is so freaking good for you. It is so healthy. Belly breath into Mother Earth and thank her. If isn't easy for you when you're humming, om is an easier sound for many to make. That's the only reason people om, by the way. Humming is what many have said is the closest sound to the name of God. You decide, but if you do the research, I did not make this up. I just want to thank you all so much. It has been so good. It has been very good, very, very good for me. Trey Fry, bless you, love warrior. Cafe Mackenzie, Franny shared is amazing. You would love her. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Mother Earth. I feel your intensity, and I love it so much. I feel your love. I feel your joy. Yay, family, says Love Warrior John Williams. Was it work? Had to leave. Thank you, Franny Poo. I love you to the moon and back. Oh, bless you, Love Warrior John Williams. I cannot tell. I really can't. I could probably express in humming how much I love you, but that's about it. John Stamp came on, Love Warrior from California. Yay. Oh, you are so welcome. Thank you, because without you, I'm just a crazy person in a mental institution. Probably in a rubber room. You are so inspirational. You know, bless you. I'll tell you, this came to me as a result of, my journey, like all of us. Just remember, we are bigger than the stories we tell ourselves about ourselves in the world. So let's co-create this magnificent. This is the time, my beloveds. This is the time. This is the time for us to radiate the truth of who we are. So, yeah, we are magnetic. So let us allow in what it is we are here to create, that we decided, that we made a pact before we even incarnated. This is my belief. So this is the time to clean it out, up and down. Remember who you are. I love you so much. All right, this has been fun. So this was my first live stream on my new laptop. And I guess, what's cool is I don't think They tried to, I think the internet was a little bit better. I'll have to check in with my beloved. And anyone else who came in, I'll try to see, but sometimes it freezes a little bit. Jeff Utter, this is amazing. You are amazing, Love Warrior Jeff Utter. I just love the fact that we're all doing this together. So if anybody feels like sharing this, please do. I don't need you to. I'm like, oh, why don't you share my video? I don't feel like if they don't share my video, well then I didn't do it right. I'm just saying if you feel people might benefit from the light and from our family magnetism, please do share it. We're stronger together. I just really, from the bottom of my Mulabanda heart, from the bottom of my heart, I send so much love and so much thanks and so much joy. Mwah! See you tomorrow, hopefully. I hope so.